Hello everyone. Yesterday we had discussed the questions based on the topic on this chapter. Yes, in this chapter, whatever we present in our book, we have done all the parts, all the necessary parts. Yes, that is nutrition, types of nutrition, autotrophic mode of nutrition in detail, that contains photosynthesis, heterotrophic mode of nutrition, its subcategories, that is saprotroph, parasitic, symbiotic. Only one category, that is holozoic mode of nutrition, is left. Reason is that this type of nutrition is not performed by the plants. That's why we will study about holozoic mode of nutrition in our next chapter. So students, I think all the important part is covered by us. So let's begin with the questions which is left on the basis of these topics in your exercise. Let's continue with long question number 3 which is left. With the help of a label diagram, describe an experiment to show that light is necessary for photosynthesis. Yes. Write down the question as your classwork in your notebook. With the help of a label diagram, describe an experiment to show that light is necessary for photosynthesis. Yes, in this answer we will prove that sunlight is very important to perform the process of photosynthesis by the plants. Let's begin with the answer. See, this is the diagram. Let me explain you the answer first, then we will write. Okay? Here in this diagram, see, this black part is representing the plant body and the leaf is attached with the plant body. See, here we are putting one black paper strip in the middle of the leaf with the help of paper clips. See, these are the two paper clips. Okay? Now, after that, after some time, when we are testing the leaf is followed with the starch test, then this part of the leaf will not show the presence of a starch and rest of the part is showing the presence of a starch. Let me explain you why. See, when we are putting this paper strip on the leaf, before that we had kept the plant, the healthy potted plant, in the dark. Okay, in the dark area where no sunlight is there. Then you all know that plant body is having stored food in the form of starch. Then if we are putting the plant body for next 5 to 6 hours in the dark, means that plant is not performing photosynthesis at that time. Means whatever the energy stored in the plant body is utilized by that plant at that time. See, this utilization of available food, stored food, is known as destarching. Destarching means removal of starch from the body. Destarching. Okay? When plant is not performing photosynthesis, at that time plant utilize whatever the food is stored in its body. Clear? Now after that we are putting the plant in the sunlight for next 5 to 6 hours. But one of the leaf is covered with this paper strip. Some part of this leaf. Okay? Now after 5 to 6 hours, after keeping the plant in sunlight for 5 to 6 hours, we are plucking out the leaf from the plant body. And this leaf is followed with the starch test. You have studied about the starch test in your 6th class. To test the presence of starch, we have to add the material. After that, we have to take some iodine solution, and then that material will give blue-black color. When we are putting the iodine solution on the leaf, then after removing this paper clip, after removing this paper strip, okay, when we are putting the iodine solution on this whole leaf, then this part which was not covered by the black paper is showing the presence of starch, means this part is giving blue black color, but the part which is covered by the black paper strip is not showing such type of blue black color, means this part haven't performed photosynthesis, because when we are putting the paper strip on this much part, means sunlight is not entering in this part and rest of the part is receiving the sunlight. That's why food is prepared over there and food is stored in this part in the form of starch. That's why this part is performing the test of starch test and giving the blue black color, and this part is not giving. Means if sunlight is not provided to the plant, plant will not form starch. Clear? It means sunlight is necessary for performing the process of photosynthesis. Clear? Now write down the answer. Take the healthy green potted plant. Okay. Keep it in the dark for destarching. I think the meaning of destarching is clear. Select a leaf from the plant and fix a strip of black paper on it with the help of paper clip. Now leave the plant in sunlight for few hours. Then pluck the selected leaf, remove black paper from it and test it for starch. Clear? The portion of the leaf that was wrapped means covered, in the strip will not blue black. This is because food is not prepared in this part, as this part haven't received any sunlight. Thus we can say that sunlight is essential for photosynthesis. Understand? The answer is clear to you? Explanation part is clear to you all? Okay. Now write down the first hot question. Yes. Farmers grow leguminous plant in between two seasons. What are the reasons for this? Leguminous plants have nitrogen fixing bacteria at their root nodules. These bacteria takes up atmospheric nitrogen and convert them to nitrous compound, which are useful to plants, thus increasing the fertility of soil. This fertility supports the growth of next crop also. Thus, farmers are growing leguminous crop between the two crops. See, this farmer is very intelligent. He must know about the symbiotic association between the leguminous plant and rhizobium bacteria. See, when the farmer is growing leguminous plant, then the plant which contains rhizobium bacteria is fixing the nitrogen, and that nitrogen will get entered in the soil, thus increasing the fertility of the soil, because nitrogen is a type of natural fertilizer. It is acting like a natural fertilizer. Without adding any type of chemical, without wasting money on the fertilizer, then the crop, the soil is getting the fertilizer, the quality of fertilizer, increasing the fertility of soil. That's why the farmer is growing leguminous plant in between the two crops. See, when he is growing the first crop, then that first crop will take all the nutrients from the soil. Now soil is deficient in having the nutrients. When he will grow any of the crop, then definitely he have to add a lot of fertilizers to provide the nutrients. But if he is growing leguminous plant in that crop, it means the fertility will itself increase. And when he will grow next crop after leguminous plant, anyone, then that crop will get the fertility of the soil again. Okay? See, write it down in your notebook. If you have any doubt, then ask me personally, okay? By texting me. After that, next question. Venus flytrap is an example of partial heterotrophic nutrition. Yes, Venus flytrap is an insectivorous plant. You have studied about it in our previous lecture. Now, they are saying we can say that it is a partial heterotrophic nutrition. Comment. Yes, we can say. You all know, I have told you that these plants are green in color, but they are lacking in nutrients. If they get the nutrients, that is nitrogen, then they can be able to perform the process of photosynthesis. Thus, they eat insects to get the nutrients, to get the nitrogen, and then after getting the nitrogen from the insects, they perform photosynthesis. Okay students, now write down your answer. Venus flytrap can perform photosynthesis, but it takes nutrition from the insects. Thus it is considered as partially heterotrophic nutrition. Clear? Now the last hot question as your classwork. These all questions you have to write in your notebook as your classwork. Okay, all the 3 hot questions and long question number 3. Clear everyone? Now write down the question, this hot question number 3. While whitewashing the house, a cane of varnish. Here this cane, the bottle, or we can say any jar which contains paint. Varnish is a type of paint which we use to apply on the doors, windows, etc. to color them. Now, while whitewashing the house, a cane of varnish accidentally fell on the leaves of a money plant. It died after a few days. What could be the reason? Why it died after the few days? See, money plant died after few days because stomata present on the leaf gets blocked. So, transpiration will not take in place and gaseous exchange will be affected. See, you all know that plants perform photosynthesis. To perform photosynthesis, they have to exchange the gases. They have to inhale, they have to take carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And if their stomatas will get blocked, definitely they will be unable to take the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Okay, thus if varnish will fell on its leaf, then what will happen? The stomatas will get blocked. It means no transpiration will take place. Now what is transpiration? Beta, excess amount of gases or water which is present in the body of plant will get evaporated from these pores. See, stomatas are the type of pores, are the openings from these pores, and gaseous exchange will be affected. Okay, clear everyone? See, in the starting of the chapter, on the very first day, I have told you that we will study about these things in our chapter number 1. And after the ending of the chapter, see, today we are winding up our chapter. Only few things are left that you have to be filled in the book only. But the written part of the chapter which you have to mention in your notebook is done today. So I said to you कि we will check it out कि whatever we have written over there, are we able to answer them? See, this is that slide which I am showing it to you right now. After the ending of the chapter, are you able to answer these questions? What is nutrition? Types of nutrition? Photosynthesis? Importance of photosynthesis? Different types of heterotrophic mode of nutrition? Are you able to answer them? Good, if you are able to answer them. If you are not, then listen all the videos again. And still if the topic is not clear to you, then please tell me. Okay, please inform me. Okay students, now about your homework. Yes, do very short question answers. Clear? Do very short question answers in your notebook. Yes. The first question is, name the bacterium which lives inside the root nodules of a leguminous plant. I think you can be able to answer. I will not going to be tell you the answer right now. You have to think about it. Which chemical compound absorb carbon dioxide in the experiment showing carbon dioxide is needed for the photosynthesis? Yes, in long question number 4th, we have done about that chemical that was present inside the bottle. Remember that chemical which is present in the bottle? Okay, think about it. Now, which part of the pitcher plant is modified in the form of pitcher? Pitcher, मटका. Which part? Leaf, stem, root, क्या हो जाता है? Think about it. What is the primary source of energy for all living organisms? Yes, the answer of this question is sunlight. As maybe you will get confused, that's why I am telling you. What is the name of the green pigment in plants? Think about it. Okay, you have to answer them by your own. Okay, thank you everyone. Yes, one more thing. You have to do the homework in your notebook. Okay, you have to do this very short question answers in your notebook. Okay, thank you.